Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Peteman Reviews. Today we have the Decepticon Nautilator, part of the Generation 1 Seacon's Combiner Transformers. Now Nautilator is a bit unusual in that as part of his original release for the Seacons, Nautilator wasn't included. You could buy them individually, you could buy him individually, but the original 5-pack of Seacons did not include him. He is the 6th. If you got the commemorative edition release, which I did, he came as all 6 of them, so you did get him as part of them. Now, Nautilator is most commonly seen as the gun of Piranacon, and even his bio is pretty self-effacing, or doesn't encourage you to buy him by saying he's very clumsy, very odd. He's actually combining part of the Gestalt of Piranacon actually decreases the performance, which is why having him as the gun means he doesn't combine with the rest. It's not selling it to me at the moment. In terms of his alt mode, it's a kind of lobster, crab, spider. Just because the legs here look a lot more like a spider than a crab or something. It's a bit odd. It's got some nice moulding around the claws. They don't move or anything, but they are quite nicely moulded. It doesn't have any weapons, however, you can open his mouth and stick the gun in, which now, of course, means that he's unable to swallow or anything. So, I guess it's somewhere to put it so you don't lose it. It's just a bit odd all round, really. I mean, I get that, for example, you've got sharks, you've got manta rays, you've got fish, but what exactly is he? A lobster crab, but with a spider element to it? It's never mind. I suppose it is clearly an aquatic creature, which is what it's meant to be. It's actually quite reminiscent of Scorponok the way they're lined up like that. Now, uniquely amongst the Seacons, he also transforms into a Target Master, and he comes with a little stand for you to put the Target Master elements in. So it's never been done before or since. It's a bit weird, but it's something to make Seacons worthwhile getting just for that. So we'll put him in that mode now. Somewhat oddly, his Target Master mode actually points him backwards. Just perhaps shows how clumsy he is, doesn't it? So we will just start by bringing down this part here, which goes into the hat, effectively, like that. Flip that round there. As you can see, it actually does go in backwards. Bizarre. And then the weapon slots in there to make the Target Master mode. So that is him in Target Master mode. Well, you can tell how clumsy he is. He's not even facing the right way to produce the Target Master, but never mind. It's something a bit different, isn't it? And it's always nice to see things, done differently. So that is Target Master mode. I'll take the bits away. Now he is mostly transformed actually from this mode as well. So we might as well go into full robot mode. So these now become the legs. I think they're more like that side. We will just flip this up and out of the way. These just flip back like that, and then everything kind of starts to get in the way a bit. So the head here, all this mammoth section here, nearly all of it flips back and down, and you can see that there's the head that appears there. You do need to try and move the arms, these bit up. There's not really room for all the claws and things in this mode. As Piranacon, the claws do go away and these flip all the way back, but that's kind of him in robot mode. Put the gun in, and we are there. There we are. Nautilator, robot mode. It's odd. I say odd. Again, he's very, very short. Most of the Seacons are. He's very short, and his head is really far back. You've got this huge, expansive chest with nothing on it. An awful lot of kibble hanging off his back. You've got the huge claws. You've got this huge head here. Yeah, it's kind of, the robot mode was really thought about second, because it's tiny again. You just look at him compared with Silverstreak, who dwarfs him, and Silverstreak's not tall. Shrapnel, who is also not tall, absolutely, he effectively dwarfs him. He really is short. shorter even than Seawing. Not by much, but still shorter than Seawing. If we take the head height, and if you watch the previous video, you'll see how short I felt Seawing was. It's just bizarre. It's got so much stuff on here. So I mean, you can take the claws off. They do pop off, and you need to take them off when you're using him as Piranicon. And those flip back like that, which makes a slightly tidier, albeit slightly more unstable robot. Of course, now you've got a great risk of losing the claws, but you can do that, and that makes him a bit more of a tidier package. There's not quite so much stuff hanging off. I've got all these hanging off, but he's still tiny. Yeah, the head is so far back, you kind of feel they could have done a better job with him here. Maybe at this stage they were less worried about it, and it was more of a, what gimmick can we do to make him sell? Maybe that's why the Target Master mode was included, as the Seacons are fairly poor combiners. And I say poor in that they transform into fish, but they're not particularly realistic fish. They're not particularly innovative characters. They're a bit odd. Stunticons are clearly quite good cars. I know they were the first lot to come out, but even if you take Computron or Abominus, okay, the alt modes you do kind of sit there going, what the heck is it? But at least the toys are reasonably good. The Seacons are a bit odd in that there isn't an Autobot equivalent, which is unusual by itself. The alt modes are a bit odd. The robot modes are poor. There's no getting away from it. The robot modes are poor. However, they have a Target Master mode, which none of the others have. There's 6 of them. The only other combiner was Devastator. And Piranicon, while being short, it's quite a decent combiner. But individually, I'm not convinced about the individuals. That said, let's face it, most of the time, if you have the Seacons, you'll have them in their combined mode. And it's just as well, because I've got to say, as a robot mode, I ain't impressed by that at all. Anyway, please leave your comments below, click on the other videos, we'll go through the other Seacons, let me know what you think. Am I being cruel? Am I being accurate? Cruel's too hard a word. Am I being mean? I probably should say. Am I being accurate? What do you think? We'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.